We started by asking, millions of people are conspicuously praising every outgroup they can think of while conspicuously condemning their own in-group. This seems contrary to what we know about social psychology. What's up? We noted that outgroups are rarely literally the group most different from you, and in fact, far more likely to be groups very similar to you, sharing almost all your characteristics and living in the same area. We then noted that although liberals and conservatives live in the same area, they might as well be two totally different countries or universes as far as level of interaction were concerned. Contra the usual idea of them being marked only by voting behavior, we described them as very different tribes with totally different cultures. You can speak of American culture only in the same way you can speak of Asian culture, that is, with a lot of interior boundaries being pushed under the rug. The outgroup of the Red Tribe is occasionally blacks and gays and Muslims, more often the Blue Tribe. The Blue Tribe has performed some kind of very impressive act of alchemy and transmuted all of its outgroup hatred to the Red Tribe. This is not surprising. Ethnic differences have proven quite tractable in the face of shared strategic aims. Even the Nazis, not known for their ethnic tolerance, were able to get all buddy-buddy with the Japanese when they had a common cause. Research suggests Blue Tribe, Red Tribe prejudice to be much stronger than better-known types of prejudice like racism. Once the Blue Tribe was able to enlist the blacks and gays and Muslims in their ranks, they became allies of convenience who deserved to be rehabilitated with mildly condescending beings to their virtue. There never was a coward where the shamrock grows. Spending your entire life insulting the other tribe and talking about how terrible they are makes you look, well, tribalistic. It is definitely not high class. So when members of the Blue Tribe decide to dedicate their entire life to yelling about how terrible the Red Tribe is, they make sure that instead of saying the Red Tribe, they say America, or white people, or straight white men. That way, it's humble self-criticism. They are so interested in justice that they are willing to critique their own beloved side as much as it pains them to do so. We know they are not exaggerating because one might exaggerate the flaws of an enemy, but that anyone would exaggerate their own flaws fails the criterion of embarrassment. The Blue Tribe always has an excuse at hand to persecute and crush any Red Tribers unfortunate enough to fall into its light matter universe by defining them as all-powerful, domineering oppressors. They appeal to the fact that this is definitely the way it works in the Red Tribe's dark matter universe. And that's in the same country, so it has to be the same community for all intents and purposes. As a result, every Blue Tribe institution is permanently licensed to take whatever emergency measures are necessary against the Red Tribe, however disturbing they might otherwise seem. And so how virtuous, how noble the Blue Tribe, perfectly tolerant of all the different groups that just so happen to be allied with them, never intolerant unless it happens to be against intolerance itself. Never stooping to engage in petty tribal conflict like that awful Red Tribe, but always nobly criticizing their own culture and striving to make it better. Sorry, but I hope this is at least a little convincing. The weird dynamic of outgroup philia and in-group phobia isn't anything of the sort. It's just good old-fashioned in-group favoritism and outgroup bashing, a little more sophisticated and a little more sneaky.